Nilo. If you pop off, there's a chance here. But only
Oh my god, we're live.
you pop off. We are
Would you
live.
look at that.
Let's get involved. This is fast.
Oh, let's go. Yep. We're here on Dust 2 and Team Space. They're charging out of the B bomb side. Abdi, you can see he's not even bought. He's bought utility, and I think he just dropped it over. However, it doesn't seem to really matter because X5 he will actually just get a double entry. Adam B only going 1-for-1 on this B anchor, and now we've got this attempted retake. Nilo with the dual Bretters coming in from the flank. We've highlighted him. We said that he needs to step up. This is a prime opportunity for him to start ripping some heads. And he does get another before swiftly traded. Jacquinho, wow, X5. What an insane pistol round from him.
Yeah, that was really fast, right? Smoke from B, out of spawn. Kind of see those highlighted, like, everywhere. Because Nart out here is inevitable. Shout out Nart. But over the last few days, I've been showing this like aggressive utility that was thrown from spawn in towards B, and that was put forward by. I think Twists from Liquid.
Oh.
Apparently, you can only hear me in one ear, guys. Sorry about that.
Yo, send me to the right ear production, and we cover like that's some like real ambient.
So horrible to listen to.
That is what you call ambience. Ambience. I can't wait for Abdi just to drop like a 30 bomb. We need to think of a name. So we've got Berry Bomb. What's kind of like the Abdi bomb?
Like Abdi, the atomizer.
Doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
No.
Atomizer would be great if they were playing Rare Atom.
True. Yeah. Sorry if you can hear me in the left ear. I don't really want to talk too much until it gets fixed. But apparently it's fixed now, so happy days.
We go. Brandon, we are so back. But X5, his stats are going to be looking fantastic after this game, apparently, because he's 7-0 right now.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the worrying thing.
Ecos? Sorry. It just came out of me.
I see that. Here's the worrying thing for Metizport, is if Team Space are just going to run at them as 5, that's your danger. Like, what can you do? Also, by the way, it's very meta just to start T side on Dust 2. And Metizport chose to start CT. That's kind of an indication of how much they don't really play the map.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. As you said, out long, Vert does get the first original opener, but the Molotov, Martyrdom style, Jacquinho finds the frag from the grave. Issue is, X5 still raring and tearing. Adam B controls this position, but it's at the loss of his teammates.
Look, Abdi's here, though. Over at mid doors.
I thought he was about to get one tapped, not gonna lie.
So did I. But he dinked true, Nick.
It's good damage. Good nade. Oh, not quite. And that's X5 just one tapping 2 more.
Okay, X5 is just gonna go on a personal vendetta against Metizport, apparently.
Did he let go of W this whole round?
I don't think so. That was a really clever round from Team Space, though, because they take the fights out long, they commit one player in towards Pit in Adam B, then they just reset and they take short. It was really simple. It was X5 finds it another triple kill. He won't die, apparently, and Team Space are 3-0.
Yeah, I kind of find it amusing that Adam B is the one player to survive here. But, Metizport, they do react well. I think it's just the speed of Team Space, how they were just so fast.
That's going to be the danger throughout this entire series, to be honest. But especially
On
on
both
Dust 2.
maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But especially here on Dust 2, is Team Space is just going to run at Metizport. They're going to see them almost as like a wounded animal at the moment.
You kind of play a little bit like that when you have a stand-in. Like, it's hard for Metizport when playing with your coach to actually, like, you know it, Brandon, when you're playing with someone in face, or like you even play like a, you know, someone leaves and you just, you mentally check out, right? I feel like it's hard for that not to be the case. But that's a good start. Adam B, the saved rifle, gets the frag onto X5. He finally suffers his first death. And now, I was going to say, Abdi picks up the AK and instantly gives it to Plopsky.
No.
No, I kind of wanted him to keep it.
Oh my god, it's going to be the Abdi ace. If he gets that. That's going to be awesome.
Well, you can't get an ace because Adam B's got a frag.
No, not this round. Just in general. Just ever. Nilo's gets mollied out. Felt like he was going to hit the Deeg. But he has brought Adam B over here as well to just kind of bail him out of the situation. The issue you've got is that Team Space is scaled short and Vert's dealt with Jaquinio. Plopsky has got that rifle on the back of sight, but he's now mollied out of position, but it might not matter. Huge transfer. And that's why Abdi's given him the AK. But now it is up to Abdi and Nilo. And they're worlds away from each other. But Abdi on the P250 is doing the damage. And that means that Nilo can swing.
Might go.
Oh, no. Come on, Abdi.
Come on.
It's your time. This is your moment. 33 seconds. He's got a rifle. And he's got an idea that Fozel is going to go up short. Abdi is repositioned perfectly.
This is perfect. And as you said, the upgrade to the rifle, he hears Fozel, he has all that information, but the bomb was dropped quite shallow on short, so Fozel is able to pick that up actually really easily, and Abdi, after hearing all of that sound cues, just maybe thinks he's gone silent, and oh my god, Abdi's my goat! Abdi wins the round because of timing! Metizport, they win their first round on the back of their coach, just hiding, and the spray. Oh, Metizport, what a way to win your first round.
Yeah, so there's two things there. It's like, if you want to do that, I think you have to go through mid doors, which is you're taking that risk anyway. But then he didn't pull the bomb out when he was running to the site. So he's lost because he just didn't have the bomb out. Oh well, unlucky. Abdi, that was a clean shot as well on the P250.
That was a great shot, yeah.
I really hope Hayes comes back, and then obviously Hayes is the analyst for this segment, guys.
Analyze that.
I don't think you would have seen like any of the game, so him having a segment would just be amazing.
He's like, yeah, guys, yeah, stats.
Actually, judging by the scoreline.
Yeah, he just becomes a stats Also, what was that? I could just imagine
like a nerd analyst voice.
I could imagine you pushing your like glasses up your nose, like actually. But yeah, no, he just reads stats for a living after this game, I guess.
This is a worry for Team Space because look, they're all up short, but Plopsky, he's completely tucked round the corner. This is huge.
Multi-frag.
Surely, right? No, none! Really? It's okay, you've got Jaquinio here, on the up. He's found the first. He's mollied out of position, but that won't stop him. At least he finds 2 kills.
Yeah, I think that's the most he could get. Like, he does get double mollowed in the exact same position. Also, Vert is still low from Plopsky, so sure he didn't get a frag, but he still has done damage. Speaking of damage, Abdi so almost fools Danist, but no, not the case. Vert drops. Nilo exposes for a double. We've hyped this man up so much, and he's contributing on the server right now. Nade almost finishes Danist off the Molotov. That is very dangerous to be playing that close to it, but Nilo swoops in for a hat trick and saves Metizport.
Yeah, Nilo, huge round to win if you are Metizport. And that is off the back of just these individuals just finding huge multi-kills. And to be fair, that is the ability. I looked at Jaquinio on this map. I looked at Nilo. Even Plopsky at times, like these guys can just step up and find these multi kills when it matters most, and so
For sure.
I'm excited to kind of see this play out. But I really think Team Space, all they need to do is exactly this: just hold dub and try and get the dub. 2 players running in towards the B bomb site. Nilo has found the first fully blind, but Abdi in the corner will trade, but it's Fozil with that opener. Team Space have got B. And now Metizport needs to try and retake one of the hardest sites to retake ever in CS2.
Molo and nades are gonna kind of land. Not as well as I might have thought. Yeah, wow, they come charging through the doors. And even though Danist, I think, in tunnels is not even remotely focusing because he's smoked off towards the bomb side, Vert and Fozil deal with it really nicely. And now Jacquinho, well, does he even save? He's going towards on the pass, and as mentioned, Danist is here, and Jacquinho's a bit like, wow, I can't even save the AWP. Okay, Team Space, maybe that's just what they gotta do. Just speed up and just run at the bomb sites.
This is what I thought we were going to see out of them, just all
And they did slow
long.
down.
Yeah, just holding W. Like, I honestly thought this was going to be the game plan, because as soon as you get one trade, you're basically just on the site immediately. And that's going to really limit Metizport and what they can do. Now they're on the eco, suddenly you can grab another round here if you're Space. All you got to do is just avoid this stack. They won't know about it, potentially, until it's too late.
Oh, it's going to be a jump scare.
Yeah. Look, this shouldn't be the end of the world here.
Abdi Ace.
Not this time.
It's going to be Vert 4K. Sorry. X5 is, he's whatever he's done, he's woken up and he's decided he wants he wants those HLTV stats. He's 13-3 right now.
Yeah, but he was 10-0. So
okay, yeah, sure, but we've played 7 rounds of Counter-Strike. He's got almost a 2 kill per round.
yeah, it's not bad, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty decent. You know, I got a 13-0 on this map the other day.
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
We had some Algerian AWPer who decided he wanted to win, and we all kind of just followed him.
I wish my teammates wanted to win.
I mean, half the team, it was a very... I did have someone muted from the previous game, but, you know, we found harmony.
Let's see this gun round then. This is the most important one for Metizport. Kind of
Yeah,
kickstart their campaign a little bit here on the CT side. Abdi defending B on his own, but he has got Nilo in close proximity. Good control as well being taken by Metizport out towards short. And Team Space, they've gone for a really slow default. They were expecting maybe some aggression of some kind. And nothing's come out.
Almost surprising me, to be honest. As we mentioned, Team Space, we kind of thought they were just going to go pedal to the metal. And now, utility from both sides coming out on shorts. But ultimately, we're actually going to be meeting head-to-head on long. Just 3-man aggression from the CT side. However, Danist, with his AWP, he strikes for the first. Forces Plopsky away. Forces Jacquinho away. And now, Team Space... their patience, it's gifted them an opening kill, and the ability and the sight line to move onto that A-bomb site. Danist, his AWP is ringing out, known for his rifling skills from Bet Boom, but damn, he's open now.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, Danist wasn't a sniper at Bet Boom, was he?
Or this team either. The first time I saw Team Space, he was not AWPing. I think it was Trunic. Or who was AWPing for Space?
What was Paradise? Now, Trunic's a rifler.
I mean, yeah, okay, so Trunic's a rifler. It definitely wasn't, Danist didn't join this roster as an AWPer.
No, he's a rifler, isn't he?
Well, obviously not. He's playing fantastic on the AWP in these few rounds, getting the opener there and such. Maybe Team Space didn't have an AWPer. Huh.
Well, look, I'm looking at the last 2 times these teams played against each other, and it was a while ago. It was back in November 2023, and Vertigo came into fashion. Team Space actually picks that against Metizport, and that was a 13-7 victory to Metizport. That was with Metizport had HNS and Rusty.
Oh, Jesus. Do you remember when HNS won that, like... Did he win that, like, reality gaming show?
Pause.
Like
Pause. Look at this lower tunnel push.
Oh, yeah, double. Led, spearheaded by Abdi. Completely catch them off guard. But Dan East... What? He is so crisp! Dan East is only against Ecos, but he's got a pistol of his own, and it is singing.
Dan East, what the hell was that? Come on! Give him a chance. I was excited about this game. This was 3-2 in favour of Team Space. I was like, alright, here we go. They're cooking. It turns out Team Space had only just gone into like phase 1 of their ascendancy in this series. Now Danist is just popping off. X5 is still having a great game. Photo was 8-2. I didn't even realise until just looking at the scoreboard. It's ridiculous. Head-on collision, out at long. Flashbangs over the top, but...
Oh, he did.
Oh, no he's not. Or at least not for now. He'll be dead in a sec.
How?
Surely.
Okay. But look at but Brandon.
Look at Short.
Yeah, so because he stayed alive for so long, you've seen that Metizport are not ready to react to this short play. So yeah, sure, there's been a fantastic nade somewhere because all of them just instantly took loads of damage. But Team Space, they put it into a 4 versus 4 with Plopsky dying. They have the bomb down, and they still have control of the primary zone of Short. Danis, high HP, the only full HP player, his AWP is just simply not missing, and Jaquinho segregated from the rest of his team, separated on that B bomb site. Team Space, that is a perfect reaction, and Vert not dying just allows so much space for his teammates to charge up Short. There were 4 players on the A bomb site, and they get 1 kill after they eliminate Vert.
Yeah, look, really good reaction there from Team Space. And for Metizport, they're just not prepared. And look, you can say, you can actually just come into this and think, well, are Metizport going to care about this map? In all theory, never played it before, didn't really want to play Nuke, so they just banned it. And it hasn't been working out. This is kind of what you expect it if you're a new team on Dust 2. Being caught out by those really insane aggressive players like that. I like the Abdi's wearing a Metizport top. Keeping it.
Oh, their merch goes silly hard.
Silly hard.
Their merch is so cool. Like, I honestly, like, they've got people on their team who I feel like they've got this kind of like cool style of like tattoos and the way they fashion themselves, and their merch like models that, and then but Suspicion dropped, so I think, you know, it's free my boy, but I don't know, their merch is really cool. Like, whoever does the Metizport design for like jerseys or merch or whatever, you see Plopsky's, that was their special Brazilian one. Like, they do not miss.
Yeah, let's see. Just.
Does Jaquinho miss?
No, yeah, does he? Oh, wow! That was instant. Give the poor boy a chance, but you got Abdi in the corner with his 5-7, and he's dead. And now Team Space have got B. That's the round over, ladies and gents. Pack it up. We're going to Vertigo. Is that harsh? I don't think so.
I don't know. It is a 9-2 half, 10-2 half looking type of thing.
Oh, what the? Fozel!
Yeah. Like, we've
Fozel's
got...
had a disgusting round.
We've got one person 14-5. We've got another 12-2. And a third 13-3. Metizport, they have Nilo on 7-10. And then Adam B on 5-9. Look, I actually have... So, Brandon, I have this rule. I've started coaching, and if I'm pugging with some of the players that I coach, and I have either the same amount of kills or more than them, I make them do 200 kills in DM as like an extra and screenshots to me. Jacquinho, get in that server, man. Abdi's got 3 kills. You've got 3 kills.
Okay. I think I don't know. I don't think the thing is Jacquinho's playing like a lot more of a supportive style.
Yeah, sure. It was kind of what I was mentioning at the beginning,
not,
right? Like
yeah, he's not been going
feeling
for anything too aggressive. How many AWPs are in the spawn, by the way, for Team Space? Like, there's
how many AWPs in the server? Neela has got his
one.
Ooh. He gets some contact. Ooh, both the AWPs ring out in conjunction, and Trunic falls.
1-2 punch. Good molly as well,
night.
because Jacquinho can reset off this angle. Falls back to a much more passive one. You can also just drop into CT Sport in case he feels the pressure. But look at Team Space. They're going to split through short and CT. Surely this ends mid to B, right? They're just taking the space up short. Nilo might walk into this. Oh, missed shot. But they're not going to swing the corner off the back of it. Instead, it's Plopsky and Spawn that deals with Vert. This is going great for Metizport. 5-on-3.
Surprised they're not heading more towards B because of Abdi's presence. That, to me, kind of would make sense. But instead, final round the half.
What are you trying to say?
3 versus... nothing. Abdi's my goat. He got them there. He's got them half their rounds. Ooh, Plopsky needs to be careful of the Molo. He is very low HP. Put even further lower. 10 HP now. And Jacquinho, ooh, Orpa's doing very well. Maybe he might have to do it all. He's not being killed. Fozel had the opportunity, but Jacquinho, that's a triple. That's doubling his frags. And Danny's bomb is actually down in CT spawn, I think. So he's going to add one more to the tally before just the round timer ends, and that means we're going on second half with a 9-3 lead for Team Space.
I wonder if Danny's used to AWP on his team before Bet Boom.
I mean, there's always a world.
So on Wikipedia it says he's an AWPer.
Oh,
really? I mean, he's pretty damn good with it.
I mean, yeah, he AWP'd on backs.
Okay. Well, back in 2022, I want to say. I'm sorry, Dennis, I wasn't familiar with your game. But obviously, I've only really seen you in Bet Boom.
He AWP'd on Boston Crab, I think. Yeah, because he played with Alpha, Glowing, Flamey, and Super.
I knew he was second AWP for Bet Boom.
No wonder it was uncomfortable. Feel like that was something that got left out in the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Metizport, now on, I guess, the favoured side, as we were mentioning previously. And Nilo, okay, he's stepping up on the server a little bit. The P250's out. Jacquinho continuing the good fortune from the previous round. He's actually going to make Team Space save.
Yeah, I mean, that was really simple. That was Metizport taking good control in towards lower tunnels, having a little bit of a scrap out short, and then immediately after you get that contact, you just accelerate into B. And they're not ready, Team Space. They completely vacate the site. So a really good round from Metizport, exactly what they needed. Jacquinho heard what you said. He took it personally. Now he's up to 7.
Yeah, you know what? I would never say anything malicious to a fellow birthday 7th of March boy.
Do you guys message each other and say happy birthday?
We do. Same as also Zippo. Bomb explodes. That's an extra 250. Extra money for Metizport. Extra moolah in the back pocket because players have survived when the bomb goes off. It's actually quite valuable at these stages of the game. You know, extra flash here or there. Trailing by 5. Brandon, do we think there's a realistic conversation that Metizport come back, take us to Vertigo, and go 2-0?
Well, look, I mean, they can make it close here. If they went out against this FAMAS double scout buy, suddenly it's 9-5. Then you're going up against the Pistols. You start to inject a bit of belief in yourself. I'm waiting until the first gun rounds. That's where we can draw conclusions. But in theory, no, they shouldn't be able to. But if you put up Nilo on these what the? If you put up Nilo on these angles and you set him up for success, you get Jaquinho involved a little bit earlier. That's your key to win here if you're Metizport. Oh.
Ooh, no.
And also, Plopsky's been tagged.
Yeah, I think Nilo fooling is kind of... Oh,
no.
X5. What? How have they not traded him? This is one of the most obvious angles that you're coming out long. That's one of the ones that you're clearing. But instead, it's Plopsky, who you'd mentioned has been tagged, is left in a 1 versus 5. I just said, do we think Metizport win the map? And
No.
we were like, you know, maybe if they win this round, they don't get a single frag.
Oh, that makes us look very silly. Plopsky will at least confirm 1. But he's got 15 seconds, mate. Like, it's not... Yeah. It's not happening.
Uh-oh.
I really am excited to hear Hayes' analysis on this.
Oh, I can't wait for his net to come back on in like 5 minutes as the game ends. And just hear him absolutely, like... You know, give very good analysis that you should all be there for. I wonder how he's doing. Probably better than Metizport right now. Because they're forcing it. They have to force it into this round. Double eco.
Yeah, no, they need to force.
Pen
this is
4
pretty
down.
This is pretty much GG now, isn't it? Oh, Plopsky. At the start of every round, he's just being bombarded with utility. He's being tagged.
Oh. Welcome to Metizport.
Oh. Oh, no way. Not another one.
Oh,
Come on, guys, this isn't fair. You can't be doing this.
One more,
You're just rubbing
Dennis.
salt in the wound now. Oh, wow.
This is unfair.
Yeah.
Oh, Fozel's like, I want to kill. I want to frag. Bomb. Deke to the head. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, Danist is... Who took him off the orb?
Why
Whoever
didn't I
took
know
him...
this?
Yeah,
This is
whoever...
insane.
Whoever took... Is that Hayes?
No, carry on.
Oh my god. Whoever took Danist off the orb, I guess it was Nathany. Because it was his project. Criminal. I just can't believe I hadn't heard about him being... You know, I didn't realize he had this game. And he's going for another multi-frag. Jaquinho. Left alone. Oh! Okay.
Surely not, right? Surely not. 17 seconds, tries to cross over, but isn't happening. X5 puts him out of his misery. 19 and 6 for Steam Authenticator. What a boy.
You know, there's actually a way to pronounce his name in Russian.
How'd you do it then?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I was just more for for information of like you know we've got this Western slander that it's Steam Authenticator. Well, there's actually there is something.
Zagev.
Oh, wait. Isn't that it? Or where have you got that from?
I got that from Hayes.
Zagev. Okay, yeah. Go Hayes.
However, to me, he will always be X5.
Yeah, I feel like The thing is, Zagev is a very fine pronunciation. But then if we call him Zagev, no one's going to have a notion of what we're on about.
Hey, Metizport got a bit of a notion over towards short. However, it looks like you are walking into the AWP. There is Zagev finding the first kill. Oh, Danis! He's unleashed! He's on a mission. Adam B's found 2 kills and has just jumped into CT spawn and has died. Unlucky. It looks like we're going next. 12-4, the current scoreline. Vertigo waits in the wings for Team Metizport, but Dust 2, it ain't it.
It ain't it, Chief. I mean, I think even with a Metizport full lineup, I think we're still having the understanding that Team Space will have the advantage. They've looked pretty good on this map so far. They're a team that you can kind of look at and understand they are going to be, like, it makes sense that they're good on this map.
Yeah.
I think their play style suits Dust 2. However, there's a world, you know? What would it be? 8 rounds in a row for the Metizport side?
That's not a world.
Yeah.
No.
Especially when Danist, I mean, yeah, Danist, Fozzel, and X5 have an insane... have been playing quite good Counter-Strike. 2 of the 3.
The thing is, they're just playing with full confidence. Like,
yeah, exactly.
that's
right.
that's what you'd expect playing against a team with 2 stand-ins. But even on a map like D2, with Danists having just a great game, this is all you could hope for, really, if your Team Space. Your new guys kind of adding extra firepower. That's what you were obviously looking to do when you brought them in, and it's worked.
They've done that, certainly. Both of them actually have over a kill per round.
Well, both of them have got 38 kills between the 2 of them. Fast B, that's why we might be ending here. Vert dropping his counter util, and with that flashbang, has dealt with Abdi. The support util is phenomenal from Fozzel. Plotsky and Jaquinho, though, have already clapped back, and now Danis is just left completely alone.
Yeah, it's Plopsky on the mid lurk. He actually gets 2 alongside Jaquinho's double entry. And I was going to start saying Metizport is very poor entry routing. They have, you know, basically sectioned themselves up, and it's been quite an easy round for Team Space to win out. But no, Plopsky saves them in mid. Jaquinho gets the entries, and Team Space, they don't end it here.
Yeah, that was great. That was, to be honest, I was worried because there was really good counter utility going on from Fozzel, but it's Plopsky just down middle, finding those 2 big kills, and that gives the space for Jaquinho. Alright, take show medicine, perhaps, Team Space.
Terrorists win.
They don't really have money either. Oh, they will force into this, of course. You're playing around with 2 and 4s in your AWP. But
FAMAS? I mean, it's not the worst buy in the world. But as you said, no money, so there will be repercussions if this round is won by Metizport. We'll be probably looking at like a 7-12 scoreline. Because it'll be an eco, and you know.
By the way,
yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't Danis. I thought it was Danis, but it wasn't. It was Fozzel. He just ran lower. I thought the AWP had gone lower tunnels.
No, but this is
No.
a bit of a change up from the default. So we saw Plopsky get a lot of information middle, and Metizport actually played a very late, slow burner in the previous. Now they're going to be removing the opportunity of any sort of mid shenanigans, and you can see well, I was going to say they have the read, but are Metizport even confirming to go towards long? I think
Abdi.
so, and they have the read. Abdi, head torn off, Danist not missing anything.
That's still going to invite pressure from Metizport on towards long, though. I would be a little bit worried challenging the AWP when you haven't got an
It's
AWP
still
yourself.
going.
Nilo on Fozil right here. Nilo gets the best of him, even though Fozil was shooting first.
That's the mid lurk I was talking about, or the mid presence from Team Space being eradicated. However, Metizport still going up long. What? Jacquinho, normally an AWPer, without his signature weapon, blows Danist up. That's insane. The AWPer gets just obliterated from range. And alongside that, like, what was it? Nilo in middle gets 2, so he just completely takes everything apart. He shreds Team Space. That's a little bit more like it, you know?
This is awesome. And where they're slowing the sting out the game, Metizport are able to work these mid rounds. Nilo gets way more than he should, especially because foes will have to jump on him in lower. And then Jacquinho has one-tapped Danis out the server. You completely take that if you're Metizport. Signs of life here for this team, which is really exciting and something that I'm glad we're actually seeing. Because they've now got room to breathe a little bit. Sure, it is still 12-6. It's a little bit of a tech, but at the end of the day, there's no money here. Oh, simple as you like. Just swing together.
Yeah, that was just a really nice round from Metizport. Back-to-back good rounds. Team Space, Eco with the saved weapons. Seems to be the case. 7 rounds on the board for Metizport. Well, on the horizon. Not on the board just yet. There's always a world, but on the horizon. Adam B dropping out the server. A little bit of a TTP.
Ah, yes. The TT... Whoa, Trinic. That animation's so funny.
What does a TTP stand for again?
Tiny techie pause.
Tiny techie pause. We don't do tiny techie pauses here.
No, we don't.
Also, Truno's yawning. He's bored.
I didn't know you could see that animation now in CS2. That's kind of fun.
I did not either. That is, yeah, it's one of the greats.
It looks like we're fine now, and Vert and X5, they're going to be the ones on the weapons. Ever since Hayes has come back, Metizport started winning rounds. So
Maybe Hayes is
he's their
the
charm.
lucky charm. Yeah. South Africa, Swedish charm,
no.
but
No.
well, actually, that works out for Metizport. Sure, Vert. Oh, sorry. Sure, Nilo has died one of the rifles, but it's actually it's taken Vert out of the server. He was one of the 2 saved rifles, and in the meantime as well, X5's also been tagged substantially towards the B bomb site. So for overall, sure, Nilo does just go 1 for 1, but it's actually a 1 for 1 that has a lot of positive connotation in round 19.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's not too bad, and it's actually left Danis on an AK no armor, which doesn't feel great.
I was going to say, does he need armor?
Does he need to
Apparently,
swing that?
yes.
No.
Well, look, they have like
Yeah, no, he did need to
yeah,
swing it.
look.
Oh, Jacquinho has been on fire.
What's happened? I called him out and just bam.
Clean round from Metizport. But that was your eco. And now Team Space have got all the bells and whistles. Will they have an AWP on Danis? No. That's the only blemish, but that's alright, because he was rifling all the time on Bet Boom, so he should be fine.
I'm so here for the
Danis revival arc.
Yeah, I'm really here
too.
for it. Get Zorte out. Get Danis in.
Oh, MP9
the MP9. Is this really how it ends? The MP9 and there's the pure, unfiltered aggression. Tronik has been able to get 2 before silenced. Plopsky, the new kid on the block for Metizport, now up with Nilo. You've got the experienced hand and the heavy hand of Nilo. 2 versus 2, this is being made very possible, but just look how far Plopsky is away. So, do they even choose to commit towards the B bomb site here?
Well, the thing is, Danis has already pushed long.
Yeah.
So he can now clear mid and kind of give a really good indication to Fozil, hey, it's definitely B. Nilo will start to make his presence known a little bit more in a sec. Yeah, he's already heard them now, Fozil. So he's going to wait patiently. He's going to hope for some over-aggression that won't come in. Plopsy's going to get this bomb down. There's enough utility to make this retake work.
No kit. That is something to mention as well. So, as the bomb has been planted, there is an added pressure. Metizport, no utility to really counter this retake. Only 2 flashbangs. But the Molo and smoke on Danis falls. You don't need utility if you have your raw aim. Fozil saving. There's no one for him in this round. He says goodbye. And Metizport, they get 4 of the 8 that are needed to set us to overtime.
Yeah, I mean, imagine that, right?
You know what? Hayes could actually do some man last of this now.
Yeah, he could. Plopsky made a really key decision there in that 2-on-2, and it was 2 swing, because a molly didn't go on Nilo, it was smoke. But at the same time, Team Space were lining up to isolate one of these fights. So Plopsky needed to just kind of pick and choose one. So he wide swung tunnels, he grabbed that kill, and from there he makes the decision for Team Space, rather than just kind of being a little bit more proactive. So really smart from Plopsky to be able to do that. That's that experience that Metizport need. How about this for a buy? Danis is on the AWP. Everyone else is armor pistol.
I rate it, I guess. Danis kills everybody.
I rate it, yeah. I rate it if Danis pops off.
They haven't really been getting any frags. I think Danis he was on 18 4 rounds ago. Fozil was on 15 4 rounds ago, and X5 was on 20. So they've had 3 kills across the last like 5 6 rounds. I guess then I'll add another, but it's still the same sentiment of you've had these 3 big individuals not popping off.
Everyone now.
Oh my god, Dan is just running around. Okay, gets the first frag top mid, second frag deep, B tunnels, X5. You know what? They've heard me. They've gone, okay, we'll end it off here.
This is a disaster. This was 1 AWP and pistols, and the AWPs found 2 kills, just sprinting around being a bit of a madman, and then set up X5. That's Nilo and Plopsky again, needing to kind of carry Metizport out of this slump. 38 seconds, you can make headway in towards long, but Fozil is now split between 2 different angles. This is tough. Fozil could be isolated here. And if he is, that is a brilliant way in, and oh, he's played this absolutely perfectly. They're not ready for him.
What?
Takes the head off Nilo. And now Plopsky, his position's known. He needs to get past the AWP, but he can't do it. That is one hell of a way for Team Space to close out their map.
That is rough, Brandon. And honestly, I'm not quite sure why.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers,
Mr.
mate.
Hayes, it's good to have you here. And now you get to watch the whole match between Team Space and Metizport. Vertigo now waits, and we can see what we've got cooking. The issue you've got, Freddy, is that Team Space is CT side. Big stack on B. Nilo might be met with a number of players here in just a sec.
Yeah, Nilo is someone who we did see flashes of that brilliance already executed here on map 2. X5. That's a great start from him. And Team Space Brand, they currently have the perfect read to cancel out this mid aggression from Metizport.
Yeah, this is rough. Even if they flank in towards CT spawn, your only avenue out is really going A. There's 3 players on B, Vert's on this flank, and you've got Fozil that is behind the smoker elevator. Where can you take this? This is brutal. You've got to go over the top, which means you're going to go into the firing line. Dennis finds one. Oh, but Plopsky's hitting everything.
Okay.
And Fozil taking that kill from elevator means that X5 is just about able to find one themselves.
He wins these.
Does he win these? Yes, he does. Nice shot on Fozil. And now Vert's in the 1v1 with Abdi. He's gone back for him. Oh, he's gone back.
Oh, my God.
Oh, nearly. But not quite. NT from Abdi, but it's team space to take the pistol.
Oh, that was if Abdi won versus 3, that would have been absolute scenes. An Abdi clutch. That would have been very nice. But no, unfortunately as well, no bomb plants. So there's also the conversation of maybe if he just gone for a bomb, then we would have had some sort of contention in this round, but that's not the case. Team Space, they're just going to be up against the Pistols, and it was close but no cigar.
Oh, that flash missed as well and towards short. Team Space again, it feels like right place, right time. Boosting on A immediately. They'd love a bomb plant here, Metizport, but you've got now no util to get you into this. They're really hoping for some aggression. I don't think they're going to give them any, apart from the flank. Look at Danis with the MP9.
Ooh, okay. They go 2 for 1. Yeah, there's no way that they should have been. Yeah, there's no way that should have happened. So.
Oh, this is clever. So they ran over the grates. They faked all the noise,
amazing.
And now they can reset A. And now Fozel's the only one here.
This is terrifying. Trunic is in somewhat of a close proximity, but you're correct on the X5 line. He's completely removed. Now, here comes the utility, Metizport. I think they've picked that up as well off the dead bodies of Vert and Danist. Issue is, they go a little bit too far to the left and they expose themselves. That's when the FAMASs succeed. Nilo. This is a very winnable 1 versus 2. Bombs down on the side. MP9 jumping, but Trunic plucks him out from the air. It's a 4K from him to anchor down the A side.
Yeah, of all the kills to kind of go for, that one's a bit audacious. But I guess you're kind of mitigating your aim punch by just being a bunny, just springboarded into the air. Nice try. So yeah, it's really expensive to be honest from Team Space. However, you have lost what, MP9s and 1 FAMAS. It isn't the end of the world. That's a wild kill to go for if you're Nilo. So M4s and Metizport now have all of the weaponry, barrels of utility too. I'm excited because Team Space, in the early stages, have been going for like all these like funky plays. We're going for boost. That's been heard. Surely that's been heard. They can never really get it going. There's a lot of space here at ramp. I really like this push. However, Adam be punished. X5 can only get 1 kill and a half, but it doesn't matter because Plopsky steps in. He trades, and now it's a 4-on-3. Do you even go for this?
I think, yeah, with that Molotov, it's going to deny the bomb. You've also got extra utility. Another Molo on Vert. There's going to, I think there's a smoke on the site. There is a nade on Trunic. So yeah, Abdi's been put very low. Plotski's 50 HP. You have a kit on Trunic, and you still have a lot of utility to work with, like smokes for blocking short, and also you can put it on the bomb site. But that's a very nice defensive smoke from Metizport, and now I think Team Space are going to be saving. Plopsky, we were talking, you know, not this new god, not going to have that fire in him. Well, he's got a frag every single round now, and that double entry is going to give Metizport their first.
That was great. That's all because they heard the boost from Team Space, and Plopsky just tries to take the space up ramp, and Team Space are not ready. X5 might be anticipating the first, but not the second. Really good trade space from Metizport, and then they just completely slide that round over the line. And that's what you got to watch out for if you're Team Space. You can't be kind of taking liberties with this CT side. It's still a dangerous squad. You still got a lot of firepower within it, despite Abdi stepping in the coach role. So I would still be worried. There's still cause of concern. Their economy could get reset a few times in this first half.
Yeah, you know, anything's possible. I mean, this is Metasport's map pick. I think kind of Hayes was like, is it going to a third? Well, Metizport, you've beaten Spirit. You've beaten Falcons. Beaten pretty much everybody on this map.
Yeah, that Spirit win's crazy.
Yeah, that was and they lost this series, which is really devastating. But like, yeah, they took a map off the best team in the world. That's insane. This is obviously their best map. But is it their best map now with even Plopsky as well? Is it their best map with their coach? Plopsky says yes. Plopsky is really doing a lot of good work here. And now Nilo stepping up with him. They do lose 2 players in these altercations. However, they ultimately come out on top with the advantage. There's also another conversation that Vert and X5 do just save this round again.
Well, I'll have a little peek, a little look. 40 seconds, Metizport will slide into, again, very passive sort of stance. They're hoping maybe Vert pushes. Vert's been showing a lot of aggression on the extremities. However, that's not coming in. 30 seconds left. Have they got a resmoke here? No. So this boost is now going to get even more powerful. If Vert gets this kill without taking too much damage, this is everything. It always up to X5 not to just kind of overextend and die here.
Oh, there it is though. And he gets spotted and he doesn't hit the spray. Plopsky, what an insane few rounds from him. He's been so clinical.
That is all on. I know it's difficult there for X5, but that's all on him not really peeking. Or if he's peeking, you peek from headshot, you just play headshot angle. He's got to live so that boost actually works, because as soon as he dies, everyone can just look at the boost. Now this is your eco. It's going to be Metizport taking the lead for the first time this game. Unless they get USP'd.
Man, there's always a world.
It should be fine, especially with Plopsky this time over towards B.
Yeah, like it should be overall a fine round.
Yeah, no one's really even looking at A. This is all good.
Is it a fine day for you, Brandon? Speaking of fine,
Yeah, I can't complain.
weather nice in England?
It's not too bad. It's a bit cold today.
Yeah, I've got my blanket on. I think we've got a storm coming.
Right, Chiquinho, he's able to get the bomb out in the meantime, whilst all that's going on. And there's also a flank on elevator. So this one is so over. This is never going to be the commitment from space. I'm going to just do as much economic damage as possible. Bomb locked in at B. Avert hoping that Nilo gets a little bit curious as he unscrews his water. Careful.
That would be very amusing timing. But look, it's against an eco. Like, there was never really a genuine conversation as if they were going to win this round.
Oh,
but a good saved AK. A good saved AK is it's fine. It's quite nice, especially when the economy isn't really there yet. Vert maybe gets a double dink onto Nilo. Who knows?
I'm really enjoying it's the pacing of the rounds here for Metizport. It's being quite aggressive early and then just settling back into a really slow, patient mid-round. They're anticipating these mistakes from Team Space to come in, and whilst they haven't been, they've been very hyper aware of the situations. When they've been executing into these sites, there's been a lot of togetherness, which is really essential. I think Metizport need as many rounds as possible here on this T side.
Yeah, it's also just about getting the momentum rolling. I think it's going to be a big momentum game for Metizport. Like, if we can see those individuals like Plopsky, Nilo, Jaquinho even, kind of step up, like we've either seen in the beginning of this map or at the end of the last, then it's going to be difficult for Team Space to shut them down. Like, even if you are playing with a coach in Abdi, look, if your star players step up and no one's like dead weight as such, there's honestly not much you can do about that. And maybe if Metizport play a little bit more loose as well, if they have a little bit more freedom on those individuals because they're playing over a coach, you know what? There's a world. Now, big gun round, Team Space, are they going to continue being put into a deficit?
Boost Up didn't find anything. They are applying pressure quite evenly. The issue is that Team Space got really good control over at ramp. Close-up angle. Zargev, he's got to move away now, and he will. 40 seconds. And the reason why he's moving back is because the B players didn't see anything. Off the back of the boost, there was absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So 30 seconds left. You anticipate this is probably going to end A. X5's got to be really, really careful here on these jiggles. Flashbang is fantastic. And now he confirms they're all here, and they're running at him.
Oh, bit of lack of cohesion there. Like, the flash comes through. Fozil sets up Zargev, and he gets 3 kills, but not in the manner that you'd anticipate. What? How has he saved that round? Vert, he's going to deny the bomb. Not good enough hold from Nilo, and sure, he gets the trade, but Trinity are going to kill him after time. Orp can get picked up on the bomb side, and what? X5, how's he got a triple there?
I don't know. I don't know how he's got a triple there, but he stands his ground and he delivers. And that's exactly what's needed there for Team Space. That is rough. Really rough if you're Metizport, especially Nilo dying after time. It looks like someone's dropped him an AK anyway. So they'll be fine. It's just painful. We've got some issues now from Team Space. Hopefully that will be resolved momentarily.
That was
I cannot believe he gets free kills
it's like,
there because they
yeah,
were caught
so
in the
he,
open.
yeah, he gets flashed. He gets flashed around, and I think his actually lack of confidence to swing, maybe looks like he probably would have got 2 there, right? And
Yeah,
he doesn't. He gives quite a he doesn't peak very wide, and then because of that, you have Metizport instantly reacting, instantly jumping, chomping at the bit, they're going up, and Fozil is there to kind of allow X5 to retreat and to leave. The issue is then X5 gets away, Fozil then dies just kind of like a second or 2 after. There isn't that really cohesion of, you know, of allowing both players to leave. That should have been round over, I think. I think X5 should have been caught off guard, maybe gets 1 or 2 kills max. Gets 3.
well they should have
and then
together.
allows for the rotations. Yeah, should have played together, whatever. But regardless, now let's head into round 7. Let's put that in the past. Great round from X5. Abdi, he's just got the instant opener on the Trunic.
Yeah, through the smoke as well. Look at Nilo and look at Plopsky. They are just behind. Mid's open. Nilo's now providing the distraction over at A, and Plopsky has found Fozil. The issue is you weren't ready for Vert. Yeah, Plopsky was not prepared for that whatsoever. It doesn't matter because they've traded him out, and now the bomb's down. What was that round?
Okay. Now, I don't even know if that was necessarily a change of pace. It was just they had the opportunities, they took them, and they get every single kill kind of over towards that B bomb site. Plopsky, once again, I think he's got to kill every round. Like, not necessarily, like, you know, when you look at kills per round, you look at just statistics, but I think he's literally got to kill every single round. And even though it does get a little bit messy and a little bit expensive there, Orp is able to be saved, Jacquinho holds on to that, and Plopsky is on a 4 KD right now.
Yeah, that was fantastic, because that was the round in which, remember, this is the round after Nilo's died after time. You kind of spent all your money and invested quite heavily into this round. And you need to find something. And suddenly Plopsky's dropped the orb. He's now giving it back over to Jacquinho. There's no money here for Team Space. They need to take a pause to talk about things. This is not going the way that they envisioned Vertigo.
Okay. Metizport, they're holding on to this. Brandon, do you think there's actually a world they win Vertigo? Like, obviously,
Yeah,
if they had their full team, I'd be saying 100. Like, if they're the full team, I'd be saying Metizport 2-0 for the series. But I think it's just like, it's actually like I can't even get away with saying something bad about Abdi because he just got an instant opener in that last round. He's lurking towards the B bomb site. Like, he's actually playing his role. Never mind.
Oh
So
no.
he got 1, 2, 3 peaked by like 4 different players, but it's also information. Like, his role there as the Mac 10 is to go kind of search, go find the information, sees there all B, and well, Metizport, they're still going to commit towards the B bomb site anyway. But you know, Abdi does he does well in just getting the information.
Yeah, the thing is now they're scared about ever pushing in towards spawn. X5's going to have a little look. Maybe we can recover this rifle. But I don't think you're ever going for this. No, he just wants to save it. So decent damage, you could argue, from Team Space. They get exactly what they want here. Hopefully 2 AKs would have been better than a Mac 10 and an AK, but they'll take it. They'll carry it forward. But Metizport got up to 5. I think the T side's going to be easier. I think the CT side is where they're going to struggle. They definitely struggled on the CT side against Team Space on Dust 2, especially when Team Space were going really fast. That's what I want to see out of this side when the sides swap over. I want to see them being aggressive. I want to see them kind of taking the fight to Metizport. But for right now, there's a big gap in mid, and that needs to be addressed sharpish.
Yeah, I mean, obviously in this round, it was pried open by Metizport, but I don't think it's that much of an issue. It's the previous round that I think I'm putting more of a crosshair on. Yeah, and I wonder how they're going to be able to react to this because they have had good. Like if you think about that round where X5 gets a triple on Gap, right? It was 2-1-2, and they actually did have a good kind of spread setup. And if especially the attack came towards B, I think they would have been very well prepped for a mid push, for a B push, whatever. So now, Team Space back on the rifles, and a Mac 10. No AWP out. Danist, that maybe is a bit of a difficulty. We saw Danist, Fozzle, and X5 at over a 1 kill per round for the majority of Dust 2 until the end. Now, Danist and Fozzle have 4 kills combined heading into round 9. So that's also just immediately one separation between Dust 2 and Vertigo. And a big part of that could be the lack of AWP that Danist has been wielding.
Oh, this is really interesting. So now Team Space have actually considered B control to go mid to have a little look.
It's
being guarded by Nilo, but as he
they're
throws
gonna hear the
utility, yeah, that will confirm to Team Space that it is A.
They have a good setup. X5 gets baited in. However, this time, no triple frag for him. Fozzle does get away, but Metizport, that's a really good... That's a great entry to get on ramp at 50 seconds. After taking control towards the B bomb site, there is no control there, but they're gamble stacking A. Team Space shifting in. Fozzle looking to trade out his teammate, and he does. Great frag on Adam B, but Trunic with the Mac 10 cannot succeed. Fozzle looking for more, gets one, but is eventually dropped. Abdi, the coach, he's on fire. What's happening? He's actually doing really well. And now we have this double rotation. Bomb being planted. Attempted denial. To no avail.
Yeah, I mean, look, this one's done. Again. It's Team Space that go for that contact swing in towards A ramp, and I actually start to get really worried for them. And then Fozzle finds 2 kills. You think it might be enough, but it's just not. They're really struggling to wrestle control away from Metizport over at A ramp. X5 doesn't guarantee 1 kill. And that's your biggest risk, because you are playing for him to at least find 1 player. Doesn't pan out that way. Metizport 6, Team Space 3. It's a testament to the skill ceiling in this team. It's about how consistently the floor can be raised, especially with effectively 2 standards. But Plopsky is destroying.
Give me the back-to-back buys for Team Space. Popsky is him, apparently. But you can't get away from utility. Adam B. Shrapnel flying everywhere. He's reduced to 56 HP. Metizport. Is this good early ramp control that hasn't really been contested apart from that utility?
Yeah, but they're all here. But Metizport have left. But it looks like Team Space are ahead of this, and it feels like they will get to be before Metizport exec, especially with that incendiary. That is buying time for 2 players to rotate over. They will be worried about mid, but that's not the play here. Metizport, there's 5 of them. 5 of them on the stairs.
Team Space, they've had the good reads, and they are flanking. Now, these B anchors, they just have to survive. Molotov not spreading to Vert. How's he been allowed to get away with that? Now, here comes the flank, but the smoke that got put down to try and block the execute is actually shrouding the vision away from Danis and X5. And even though I thought X5 legitimately almost fell off the map, it feels like it's fine. Nilo, a 1 versus 3. He does get the first. He's trying to see if he can tap it to force someone out. That's not going to be the case. Fozil, though, just creeping around the smoke. As soon as this fades, Nilo, he has to be a dead man walking. But what? The Swede somehow is able to get the frag. Bomb tapped once more. X5 thought he was going over towards the A bomb side. And because of that tap, time has been reduced. So it's allowed X5 so much progression up on that bomb side. If Nilo had just planted the bomb straight away, that 1 versus 3 ace probably would have been a lot more feasible.
Oh my god, Nilo. And that's the output. I'm just giggling because X5 actually fall in there, completely takes the crosshair away and allows Danis just to guarantee the kill onto one of them. So that was actually just kind of sick. But Nilo, you can never rule him out. You can never rule out Nilo, especially in a situation like that. The biggest worry for me is that molly missed. And the player at quad is just able to stand and deliver a couple of kills. That's devastating for Metizport, but a step in the right direction for Team Space. If they equalise this, they make this 6-6, that would be incredible for them, considering how this was originally looking. Back in towards mid, met with a molly. Again, this is just really good spacing being taken out mid, and no one is contesting it. You've got a jiggle from Trunic, but he's on an MP9.
Yeah, this T side is looking... I'm looking like an 8-4 half for Metizport. But that last round for Team Space, they get the good read. However, they might be walking into the AWP pit. Yep, X5 just jiggles middle. They have no information. They're seeing if they could just take it back for free. However, the rude awakening of the AWP rings out. And with 50 seconds left now, Vert, he's been revealed because of that tag on the Molotov. One more player in CT, and Trunic gets swiftly traded. Fozil and Danis just reduced to nothing as they are on the flank, but it doesn't matter because everyone else has died.
I think that's really wasteful from Team Space. The first jiggle, that wasn't set up with any utility. And then the MP9 of Trunic is baiting Vert, who's got an M4. None of that round made sense. They didn't even swing together. That's a really rough watch if you're a Team Space fan. But for Metizport, that's really clean. And yet again, it's all through middle. They didn't have to do anything too complicated to get that round. They're just taking these fights. I think you're right with your 8-4. I think we're looking
and
at
the fact
map.
that I think we are as well. Like Plopsky with that insane start where he was just kind of he gave them that early boost, and then with Nilo and even kind of like everybody stepping up with just one frag here or there. Metizport? What more do you want right now? This is their coach playing, and I just read their press release actually, and they said they're going to be playing upcoming tournaments with trials.
Okay.
So they're going to be testing players there.
Well,
Does that mean Abdi's being trialed?
No, it doesn't. It just means it's a short-term solution. But what it does mean is it's kind of debunks our theory potentially about ZTR and his exams. 'Cause that's permanent if you're testing with trials. Really interested to wonder what's happened there, and also what's happening over at A, because we've just seen a trade. X5, Mr. Zagev, you do not need to swing this. That's really cool. That's a waterfall smoke for Gap. And Abdi is just walking up B. The issue is that there's an MP9 on the other side. I don't think he's ready for it.
Abdi, oh, he's ready. Yeah, and that's great. That's literally the round over. He's drawn one more player over towards B. They should be able to actually, wait a second, look at X5. He's kind of got behind them. What? He walked down Gap and went behind Jaquinho. He would have been able to get that frag, pick up the orb. It would have been a 3 versus 2 retake, but now instead, it's a 2 versus 3. Danis and Trunic, they have a kit. That is the one saving grace and the one silver lining. Danis, as he gets spotted, crawling up ramp, good space being taken. Jaquinho falls, but so does his teammates. And Danis now, the kit, I think it's actually down deep connector as well, so he can't even quite easily get it. And that 8-4 half, as I predicted, will formulate to reality.
Yeah, well played from Metizport. It's been great just kind of watching them on this T side. They've been getting a lot of mistakes out of space. They realised that mid was a vulnerability. And they've just been playing to their strengths, and Team Space haven't been able to adjust. Apart from that round where Metizport went 5B, and it was just Team Space that got the early intel. That was it. Apart from that, it's been Metizport through and through.
Okay, this pistol round is a biggie. I don't think Space, like as I said, I think Space were on the back foot of just Vertigo not being a great map for them. But I thought they'd had that momentum coming on from Dust 2, but it seems like it's going to be just the other way around. But
okay,
if this pistol round goes in favor of Space and they're able to win like the first gun round, then, you know, right away we are back into it. And Bozil, he's doing a lot here, making a lot of space with Trunic. They're killing everybody on the A bomb side, but the bomb's going towards B.
Oh
Have they overcooked this potentially? No, because Abdi's all by himself on A, and, you know, the coach, he's actually probably going to get another frag here, and he will, but Space, they have the bomb down on B, and they already have one player in mid and one player coming through CT. 5-8. If they win this first gun round, Brandon, I'm a believer.
yeah, this is your danger though. If you're Metizport, because you can't let Team Space just really dictate the flow of the game. If Team Space are going to come into this, they're going to start accelerating at you. They're going to just hold W. They're going to take these fights in full confidence mode. That's going to be the struggle. It will be an eco. It won't be a force. I really like that decision from Metizport. You get the rifles in as soon as possible. And they're all in the right place currently.
The eco. We lost 2 USPs.
No, they shouldn't. Oh, yeah, they shouldn't. A lot of
That's
damage though.
Both sides. Nades everywhere. But no, yeah, Nilo does also get naded as well.
No, bro got wall banged.
Yeah, I don't know where from, but like he got naded down to like 10 HP. I think he probably just got clipped through the side of white box. But first gun round. This is an interesting one. Metizport, are they going to hold on to their lead, or will Team Space, come back and have success here on map 2 and potentially close out the series 2-0 and be our first team through to the quarterfinals?
I don't know. There's a real chance they can do it. A lot hinges on this gun round. Abdi playing at B is where I look at this and I start to worry. Because Team Space, it looks like they've done their homework and they figured out where ZTR was playing. And they go, okay, well Abdi's probably gone 1-for-1 with the rolls. And they're just going to completely nade B. And now Abdi's under a lot of pressure. Danis has found Adam B, but it comes with a trade. But with foes we're dealing with Abdi, that's the bomb site unlocked if you get past Nilo. But that's a big if.
Ooh, I was going to say maybe the hardest challenge possibly. But Nilo, swing and a miss. And Metizport, they're saving. Oh, okay, Team Space. They make it a one-round game. And they do it on like this low buy where they have Mac 10, Galils. Brandon, I think Team Space might be having some sort of resurgence here now.
That was a really solid round out of them as well, because they make the most of what they have, right? You've got Mac 10s, you send them straight up B. You've got the utility behind them. There's a molly that goes quad, a molly that goes default. Like, you completely constrict the amount of space, no pun intended, that like Abdi's got to kind of fight these Ts. This could still get expensive. But no, they choose not to fight it. 2 players stay alive. AKs can be dropped over, and AWP potentially could be given to Danis as well.
Okay. We've seen saved rifles, right, for Metizport previously. Was it Team Space that won on... Yeah, didn't they win the final round of the game on Dust 2 on this kind of like low buy where Danis had an AWP? And speaking of Danis on the AWP, it's the first time we've seen him the whole game of the AWP, I think, right? If I'm not mistaken. And that also in itself is quite that's a new big factor into the game. But Plopsky and Jacquinho, especially Plopsky, he's been having a fantastic performance. There's a world where he hit, these two just double up, and the pistols who have armor can potentially clean up the rest.
This is very slow out of Team Space. They're trying to figure out where they want to go. It looks like it will be the same commitment up the ramp. Adam B has got to be careful. He's in a nice spot to potentially guarantee 1 kill. X5's going to be doing his best to make sure that doesn't happen. However, his head will poke out first. And he's not going to be ready. Adjusts. Just in the nick of time. It's a good find. And even Trunix followed up on the second. This should now just be a clean-up. Because one of the rifles has been removed, right? This shouldn't get out of hand. 30 seconds left, and they're actually going B because of the space that foes.
Oh no, look at Nilo. Look at Nilo, he's down the ladder. If he hits these deagle shots, if he's crispy with it, nope, never mind. I was kind of exacerbating a sign that probably wasn't very possible. There is a mollo on the site, but there's a smoke for that. Abdi, okay, gets the only kill of the round. Oh my god. Okay, Danis is back with the pistol, I guess. We saw him on Dust 2, crispy with the P250. And now, Team Space, that's 8-8 scoreline.
NT, Mr. Abdi. And Team Space, they know how important this round is, so they're just going to take a pause. How do they want to address this? Is it going to be a faster round? Are they going to slow things down just a little bit more? I think like a really punchy, like mid to B.
Oh yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Or just up a ramp. Just like...
I don't know about A ramp. I mean, that could work. The thing is, I'm never really like a fan of just like holding W up A ramp. I know that's kind of like the whole point of Vertigo. But I like to avoid it at all costs.
I mean, I think for something like Team Space, this is kind of like, as I said, like Dust 2 as a map was a map that I think favors their playstyle, and they're a team that can just send it up ramp.
Are they playing together? Because all their backgrounds look the same.
For
Team Space.
I don't know.
Like it looks,
they might
look
be on.
like they're in a very
They
similar
might be.
room.
Because Danist and X5 previously didn't have team pictures, so that's sign that today for the first time I've noticed that. So there's a world. We'll keep an eye out for some fist bumpies. Maybe if production with all the photos can put them together in a neat order that we can maybe see if we can piece it. But Team Space, they're actually gonna go for kind of neither of ours. They're gonna.
Trunic's not with them.
No, that definitely isn't. But they're not going for a punchy play in round 17. They're actually doing a slow burner, just a nice default where they're taking B control, they're taking A control. The issue is, Jacquinho in middle catches off the mid lurk, and I'm very confused of why Trunic has gone out middle when they've put contact B, but done nothing else, because obviously there's going to be a rotation from the A side, and it's Jacquinho who catches them off guard.
They gotta be careful here. Yeah, Nilo's just got the kill on Fozil. Okay, Vert's got the bomb, but keep your eye on A. This is a really confusing round if you're Space. I'm not really too sure what they wanted to do here. I don't think they knew either. They'll be allowed the bomb to go down, maybe? Abdi's on the flank. Like, this is...
has gone down.
This is horrible.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that the bomb's gone down is more than impressive. And Abdi is not forcing the issue whatsoever, which, you know, it's gonna put more with the players on CTE putting the pressure. It will give him space to work if necessary. But well, these players coming through CT, they actually need to work. Danist, oh, almost a third. Now X5 in a 1 versus 3 spots out Abdi. Bombs being defused. Julies are getting the frags, but unfortunately, Plopsky does actually survive and almost gets the kill at the end. Great damage, but it's close and no cigar from Team Space.
Yeah, that one looked really confused from Team Space. It felt like they wanted to put pressure everywhere and just make the rotates go crazy. And that would have worked, potentially, if you didn't use your mid-lurk as the main point of contact. Also, that's scary how close that becomes, because Plopsky's 13 HP defusing the bomb right at the very end. I don't know, that one was really confusing and muddling if you're on that T side. That really felt like they didn't know what to do, and then they went, screw it, we'll just try A. Didn't like that. That wasn't a comfortable watch.
Yeah. I honestly didn't realize the bomb was being defused.
Oh.
And I thought Team Space were winning that. But Plopsky, the hero of the last round, is just the hero of the game. 20 and 9, over a 2 KD, over a 1 kill per round. He's been phenomenal from beginning to end for this Metizport side.
Only reason they're winning this game right now.
Only reason, yeah. I mean, like, Nilo has been very helpful. But I think, you know, if you take 4 kills away, because he got them in that attempted clutch, and it's like, the impact for Plopsky is far greater than Nilo, and in these last 2 rounds, it's a great exhibition of that. Abdi, though, you know what? He's the GOAT. What? How is the B-bomb site caved in?
It's fine, look, it's a 2-on-3. Nilo's ahead of this. He can swing. He should be able to get the kill. Oh no. 2-on-2, and they're not flanking, but Jacquinho hits a shot on Trunic. Adam B, isolated by Fozil, and Fozil now knows where Jacquinho is. All he needs to do is not peek him. Bomb not down is the biggest issue. Jacquinho goes for a swing and a miss. Fozil still wanting to fight him in the open here. This is wild.
Didn't even realize the bomb wasn't down. I don't know how it hasn't been planted, but that's given Jacquinho so much space. And yeah, Fozil too preoccupied with tapping it and trying to bait Jacquinho out than actually taking the fight. Metizport, they've been graced one more round, but that was a 5 versus 3, identical to the previous, and they almost lose it.
I mean, this is how it starts. Just really simple for Plopsky. Huge round out of Fozil, but when it gets to the one-on-one, he's just stuck in two minds with what he wants to do, to be honest. NT. They have invested. They know the money's pretty low here for Metizport after the back of doing just so much damage. Only one alive in the round prior to that. That 1v1, it comes down to a Jacquinho.
But no bomb. You can see the... You can see what it's done to the economy, and Abdi, you know what, man? He's doing his job. He's going 1 for 1, and sure he will fall. But as I said, like, he's making that space. He's getting that 1 for 1 kill. But we place ourselves in a very, very similar position than the previous, where we had this kind of advantage for Metizport. We still have an advantage for Metizport. We've got a HP advantage, weaponry, utility, you know, the whole shebang. Bomb gets planted this time, so that's already a little bit better for team space, and that's a fresh smoke, and I'm pretty sure X5 has another smoke as well, or is that a flashbang? I can't tell. Regardless, the utility can be used to displace Metizport.
Oh, they walk through the smoke.
Team space. Okay, X5 has baited in for his teammate. Vert is behind all of them. The Mac 10, it finally reveals itself, but bomb's being defused, and Metizport, okay, this one's done a lot cleaner.
You want to talk about that crazy kill on X5, by the way? They're like flying through the air, and they just insta-clear him. That's a personal desk slamming moment for me. If I'm dying
you're playing close right, like, you know.
Yeah, but you're dying full mid-air.
Yeah, but they got, like, it's one of those positions where I don't like playing that, because, like, obviously you're going to get cleared.
B-bomb site has shown its vulnerabilities. However, the retakes have been spot on for Metizport. 2 steps away now from sending us to a decider, which is wild in itself. But Adam B finding Vert. A step in the right direction. Fully blind, though, is Adam B. So he does only go 1 for 1. I think they're going to put pressure at A here, team space, and then they're going to leave and just go B. That's exactly what they're doing.
Metizport have kind of read into this, and, well, it's because they've got a flank. Klopski, oh, no one's... Wait, are they looking for him? Wait, is Fozil going to catch him off? Fozil was staring very acutely on the flank, but not anymore. Now, here comes Plopsky. Good for the first. Then, that's when Nilo strikes. They do eliminate Plopsky. It's down to a 2 versus 2, but you've got a combination of 60 HP between these two players on team space, but they are going to run towards the A bomb site. It's going to catch them off guard, Metizport, temporarily. Jacquinho's going to rotate over, but you can't really capitalize on the low HP the same way with this AWP, so Nilo, now he's going for a flank of his own.
Oh, but Jacquinho just whacked one through the smoke. Like, it doesn't even matter. And now Trunic's stuck in a really uncomfy spot. This will buy enough time for Nilo to make his way over. Trunic needs to pick his poison. Do you fight the AWP or do you fight the rifle?
Does he know this rifle's flank? That's also a big question, and he's just sitting in the smoke. His hand is literally off his mouse right now. Okay, I kind of rate it from Trunic. Jacquinho and Nilo, surely they don't lose this. This seems like such an easy clutch to be winning, but they're separating. They've given the ability for Trunic to isolate these jewels, and now Nilo at least knows that Trunic is in towards CT. Bomb's not planted for Trunic. It's being defused, and he goes the wrong way. What? Wait, no, Nilo gets the defuse. Trunic, if he'd gone to the right, he would have been able to kill Nilo, but because he goes left, he's less exposed, and Metizport go to map points.
That's crazy. He did everything right, Trunic, up until that final decision of the fork in the road on the bomb site. Which way do you go? He gambles wrong. Metizport are 1 round away from throwing us to Mirage.
I don't know how Space have lost this game, considering they're up against a coach.
I should have known this was always going to go to 3 maps, because I don't ever cast 2-0s. So
Mate, Abdi's having a game as well. He's got more kills than Jacquinho and Adam B.
yeah, he's
got
playing great.
Like, he's having like a very admirable performance, and as I said, like on that B bomb site, he's been doing his job, one and done. Like, there's really not much more you could ask from him, at all, to be honest.
No, he's been perfect.
Yeah, okay, I wouldn't say perfect,
No,
but like he's been
for
fine.
his roles
Yeah,
and responsibilities,
yeah.
he has been perfect.
Plopsky has been perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, now that's just Fozel's being domed.
This
And
is
Plopsky got 1 more kill, getting a great. He gets the first kill. He's on like 10 HP and he re-swings gap. Yeah, Metizport super aggressive, and they no way, because the thing is, they've been very aggressive and they've won a lot of rounds in a row. Majority of them have been 1 versus 1. So there is also that conversation of Team Space have been so close, but just not quite there. And this is another one of those scenarios where they had the disadvantage. They had a 5 versus 3, and now there's a world where you could see they come back into it. However, it's not as close this time. It is GG. We do go to Mirage. Metizport 13-8. Both teams win out their respected map picks, and this first game in the round of 16 early on Thursday morning goes the distance. Brandon, we're here. We're on a 3rd.
As it was always meant to be. Here we go. This is more like it from Team Space. Just an execute into a site. Guess what? It's not A, and that's the right decision. Plopsky is the only one here. But at the same time, if you only want 1 player solo, here it's Plopsky.
Yeah, I mean, he was bopping. Heads were rolling on map 2. And now Team Space have showed us in mid that they're present. Smoke and top con removes a lot of space from Metizport in general, and now with Abdi dying in window, Plopsky is isolated on an island completely by himself. Seems like he's gonna be falling into the water very soon. Here it comes, and yeah, Danis rocks his head. Metizport, that's pretty much round over. Sure, Adam B might get 1, but I feel like there's no way that this is actually a winnable retake, especially considering that Nilo's still on the A bomb site.
I'll be honest, even though this pistol round looks convincing from Team Space, there's a lot of areas in which that could have gone wrong. And by them actually showing face in towards mid, you're giving Metizport a head start on where you're going to end your bomb site. Nice shot from Jacquinho. But I don't know, by showing space in towards mid, and then you're up short as well, and that's where you kill Abdi, like, that gives a real indication to Metizport that you're going to probably end B. And that's why the rotates were already coming over. Unfortunately, Plopsky couldn't get by Danist. But there's a real world there in which that goes completely the other way.
Yeah, 100%. I think if maybe the gamble stack as well for Metizport, like the issue was for the gamble stack, it was just completely off. And I think, yeah, for Team Space, this is a good start, but they're actually, will they be prepared for this rebuy? Jacquinho's up on the scout. We've got a MP9 for Mass in the mixture. Metizport, this could really catch off Team Space, and especially, if Adam B is close range with the MP9, he might, and exactly that will be the case. Alongside Jacquinho's scout, we now have a 4 versus 1. Fozel has been naded, he's been spotted, and he's been eliminated in the blink of an eye. In a flash, Metizport succeed on the low buy.
Yeah, that was just really simple. Giacchino takes the first contact, then you got the swing in from Adam B. They're not ready whatsoever. Team Space think that's going to be a walk in the park, and it just hasn't played out that way whatsoever. Very clean. And these are the types of rounds that Metizport are going to take away from you if you're Space. So you really got to be careful. Force by in, and now it's the other way. It's Danis on a scout, but everyone else is on pistols. There's not even an SMG to kind of boast.
Oh, okay.
Giacchino's got to be careful here.
Yeah, he's in a very awkward position. I think the best thing for him to do right now is to smoke himself off, but maybe doesn't want to leave Adam B, who was fighting from Connector, and then there was also Nilo from Shore. I think yeah, like Abdi's won the round there, but if Abdi actually hadn't pushed there, I think that would have been a really rough round. So Abdi, that isolation is really impressive, but overall, I think Giacchino does do well by not smoking himself off, because it means that it doesn't it means that Space still have to focus on him, and you can see that's when Adam B maybe succeeds as well. And who was it on shore? Was it because there was a swing from Plopsky? So yeah, there was this kind of like triple swing from individuals, and I think when you look at that, you're like, Giacchino, why didn't you smoke yourself? But there was actually a rhyme and reason for it.
No, it makes sense to him not to. Adam B is on rails, and if you're going to get one player just popping off every map for Metizport, that's going to be enough. In fact, he's found all of them. An ace for Adam B.
You know what? That's a much better from previous game, because if I'm not mistaken, sure, they won map 2. He was 7 and 16. He was at the bottom of the scoreboard for the whole server by quite a considerable mile. And even on map 1 as well, you know, like he didn't really have much to scream and holler about. He had 10 kills there. So he's actually almost got as many kills now than in the combination of both maps.
I'll be honest. Just looking at the way that Team Space are approaching this T side, it feels like there's a lot of muddling in what they really want to achieve here. Metizport are now starting to be direct, and now starting to grow in confidence of what they want to build just in the prelim of these early stages of the rounds. I'd even argue that they're probably going to win Mirage. Just looking at it like this. Nice shot from Danis, but Nilo's traded, and then Plopsky steps in, gets a kill and a half. The incendiary's really good. That's going to force them back. They know Nilo's in ladder if you're Team Space, but with Fozil in CT, this makes things a little bit more interesting. But with the position of Adam B, he might not even be caught off guard by this. Where are you going to take this? You're going to go B with this?
Yeah.
Probably, right? So Abdi's now up to the chopping
Is he exposed?
block.
Is he exposed from market?
Yes.
Yep. Oh, that's rough. I wasn't sure quite how he was positioning himself, because obviously you can not be exposed there. But Metizport, they've got this false sense of security where they've got B apps, they've cleared middle, they think they're in a good position. Abdi,
Oh, no.
yeah,
Unlucky.
he's been spotted. Rough. I mean, he probably would have actually died anyways without Fozil, but yeah, did they even know that Fozil's this aggressive? I don't think they did, but Adam B still is able to snap onto his head. This round should never have been winnable, but you can see the way in.
Yeah, you definitely can. Adam B's just spamming now. He's just buying time for Nilo. Nilo looks like it's going to be that point of contact. Do you see anyone at bench? No, but they're not ready for him. They don't anticipate him just to come through the balcony. And now suddenly, Trudic is put in a really uncomfy situation. They're holding the smoke. Huge retake, and it doesn't matter that Team Space have flanked mid, gone into CT, gone through B. They still win the retake anyway. That's an improbable situation.
I have no idea how they've won that. For me, that was ticked off. Team Space, a really nice 3 versus 3, orchestrated by Fozil, right? Adam B, though, it's that frag onto Fozzel and Market. Man, he's crisp today, apparently, for some reason on this third map. 13-1, and this series, it has just been individuals stepping up for both sides when it's mattered the most. And well, speaking about individuals, Trunic and Danis, they just run in middle.
That's a really,
there's nothing else.
That's so unorthodox. You don't even smoke. You don't even smoke window. You just throw a flash and you double swing. That is wild. But you're now left in the 2-on-5 for your Metizport. Now this one is so over. Especially with Nilo not being able to convert. Abdi, 1-on-5. I rate him. But does he have an ace up the sleeve? I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, he is my GOAT, but there's only so much my GOAT can do. And, yeah, what's interesting as well is that Metizport kind of read into a round like that. Like, they did play middle. Like, they had 2 players fighting window. But there seemed to be a big lack of flash from the A-bomb side. Or if there was, it was a bit mistimed.
It was a bit late, yeah.
Yeah, so that's definitely... It's a timing that you're kind of like, how are we missing that timing? And, well, these rounds have been pretty close. Sure, Metizport were up 4-1. Now they've got a 2-round lead, and they're kind of throwing everything at this. We've got Northbound Jaquinho, and they have got 3 players of good utility, but you can see there is that rift of Abdi on a Molly Smoke and UMP, and then Jaquinho on an AWP and no util.
All right, interesting. So now we're building to the look. Jaquinho though is on a great angle here, but under. Oh, he's already been spotted. That's rough. Boost up. Oh, not ready whatsoever. X5 finding the opening kill. Oh, X5. That's just not fair. Sure, misses a shot on Market, but his job's done. Or is it? Because you still couldn't get past Adam B.
Oh! This guy, okay. Not exactly had the quickest of games and the most explosive starts, but Adam B, as you mentioned, might just put a spanner in the works. Plopsky as well, the hero of Vertigo. You've got 2 heavy hitters. Now, in this, well, it was a 4 versus 2. It's a 3 versus 2 now. They have no kit. That's also one thing to mention, and that stems from the lack of money they actually had coming into this round. Danis, I really like this position. Won't even really be necessary, actually, because he's got perfect coverage from his teammates. And Plopsky, I think, is going to have to make that lonely walk away from this A-bomb site. Team Space, they've won these 2 rounds in a row. Metizport, now on an eco.
That is a disgusting round out of X5. And we're talking about all the individuals on Metizport, but you got to think about Team Space. You got to think about X5. You got to think about Fozil, to be honest. And you get Danis on the AWP. Hayes was saying in between Vertigo and Mirage, look, Danis was barely on the AWP. Where is he? We need to see more from him because on Dust 2 he was unbelievable.
Yeah, where has Danis gone? Because on Dust 2, like he was playing the map well, and having a good AWP on Dust 2 is very hard to. That is something that's very hard to deal with. But he wasn't just positioning himself well. He was bloody owning them.
Yeah.
Like just someone would come into his crosshair dead, and it's like how do you kind of lose that? And it felt like the whole of Team Space have kind of lost that a little bit, because we had, as I mentioned, I think it was Fozil, X5, and Danis who were like, it was like 50 kills combined at one stage. They were carrying. And then even towards the end of Dust 2, they dropped off.
Kill them. What are we working with here, Metizport? Like, surely nothing, right? This doesn't get out of hand. Imagine X5 will maybe clear Firebox, or if he doesn't, someone from Palace will step in and deal with that. Adam B's hit the shot. Adam B's hit a deke. However, you have got good space here and towards jungle. You can smoke off top con. You've got a player in mid. Abdi's on the lurk. Abdi is on the flank. And if his team stays alive, then it could have been a lot more potent. However, with Plopsky finding that kill, we don't have a conversation anymore. Because although Abdi's found one, that will be it. Well converted by space, but expensive.
Yeah, I think... What, 3 kills in total? It's definitely positive. You're never going to be saying no to that. But we do come into this awkward round for Metizport where sure you have the full buy, but like there's no kits, you have a real lack of utility. So to me, this is the awkward stage for a CT side when you start taking that early lead, and then you having to build back into it with purchases such like this, where you do end up relying on a lot of your individualism. And I don't think it's a true testament of what a team can do if they do lose rounds like this. However, I love this team play. You have Nilo and Adam B getting aggressive on the A extremity. Opening kill goes in their favor. They were going to be a bit cheeky around that smoke. They choose not to. And I think that's actually going to end up in their favor as the execute is going to come towards A. But in the meantime, X5, oh dear. He's got the kill on Abdi, and now everybody's rotated away. Adam B, he's had a phenomenal game. And you know what? 2 kills there is more than enough.
Now this is really awkward, because Dallas now needs to rotate to B without being spotted by Plopsky. But Plopsky's going to go in ladder. So there will be this timing window in which Team Space can get the bomb over. Danis, do not go mid. This is the only way you lose this round is if you go mid and then you meet Plopsky. And this is now the reality I was talking about, where the bomb has now been dropped. Did you need to do that? No.
Was there a reason why they didn't go apartments?
I think because you've got the delay of X5 walking through and killing Abdi, they're worried about underpass. So they're hoping they can completely circumnavigate underpass by walking top mid and going short.
That seems like you're circumnavigating one angle.
You are making it way more difficult. And X5
opening,
X5 could have also come in towards apartments and just kind of cleared it really quickly. But this is the mid-round kind of falling, and Adam B being the sole player just, I guess, on the server for Metizport, but also just on A. He's found 2 kills and just won the round.
Yeah, okay, so overall, that's a great round from Team Space. They literally played that perfectly. They isolate the Vianga, who himself is very isolated. Like, the reason why we saw this maybe mass rotation from Metizport is because Abdi was just completely by himself. Everyone was on the A site. So X5 does fantastic. And Team Space's reaction is also really nice. Adam B then gets what? Wait, is it 2 kills or is it 3 kills in total? I think it's 2 kills, right? Where he gets the Palace. Yeah, and ruins everything. So that's the issue there for Team Space, that you allow someone to multi-frag when you're already in a disadvantage. And yeah, Metizport, they kind of snatch away that round, and now they're in a position where they have the utility out. That was a great opportunity for Team Space to actually give themselves the lead, but from beginning to the end, it just gets worse and worse.
It's these mid-rounds in which they're really falling down on. Danis wanted a peek at B, but it gets shut down by utility, so now he can't really do anything. But again, the intent is to go out A. And Trulik's been just put down, it's like 30 HP. This is a shame if your Team Space, but if you're Metizport, you've been really building back into this game. You're feeling very good about what's going on. Utility is light for the rest of this round. But again, they're rewalking middle, which means you've got to get past Plopsky and Nilo. Oh, I don't like this. This is one of those weird situations on Mirage where it feels good for both teams, and it also feels bad for both teams.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to, say, this interaction between Vert and Plopsky, and, well, when you set up your teammates for success like that, all of a sudden, at 40 seconds, bam, mega shift in how this round is perceived. But they're going A. I don't know. The bomb actually has to commit towards A. Abdi dies on B. I think if they had more time and the bomb wasn't committed ramp, they'd actually go over towards the B side. Bomb, can it get dropped? Yes. Adam B, who was very aggressive over in ramp, drops the bomb, and Jaquinho does not miss. The AWP sings at range, and X5 has no time to pick up the bomb and plant. Adam B will even get the kill anyways. What? He's got 20... What? He's got 20 frags! We're not even we're at like round 10!
What are they, like, I don't mean this disrespectfully, but what are Team Space doing? Like, they smoked themselves off top connector. They flashed into ladder. They had Danis over early at B. They even got this kill. Why would you then commit back into A? Why would you walk through your smoke? Why would you challenge Adam B? It doesn't make sense. These complicated mid-rounds are completely escaping Team Space because they haven't put enough pressure anywhere else on the map early, which just means you've got these really advanced positions from Metizport. This has been a complete collective series of errors from this T side, and now we're looking at potentially an 8-4 half from them. Okay, Nilo.
Oh. This is... I mean, there is definitely the worry that like, if Adam B stops, you know, getting a multi-frag every round. But then sure, like, Jaquinho's stepping into his own, and I think if we did an interview with him, he'd say exactly what he said to me when ZTR was playing, when ZTR was traveling back from Rio, and they had Pike, their academy player, of just being like, okay, I'm a bit more supportive. And they actually won Mirage out against Alliance in that game. So we know they can play Mirage with a stand-in. And especially if you consider Dust 2 and Mirage, when you compare CT side, and yeah, if you compare CT side, like, you can place Abdi on B. They've done it on Dust 2, and that's a lot harder. You've got a lot more required of you. Whereas on Mirage, like, you can just be anchor.
Yeah, you can just chill. And this is really good because now you've got Nilo and Plopsky that can just set themselves up for success. You've got Adam B on A that is just killing everyone. The gap, there was one round that Team Space won where they put X5 in the window. They're able to forge out some good collective essence. But Plopsky's got a kill towards ladder this time. Needs to be traded, but a really good incendiary will halt Vert's progression.
Plopsky's aim, I don't think is to survive here, but what it is to do is just whittle down the clock, whittle down the time, and oh my god, he survives. Oh, that's perfect. That's amazing. And he gets away? What? If he had more bullets, he probably would have got the kill on short, and now we turn our focus over towards the A site. Abdi, rotating in, died from range. Adam B, he's just not missing anything. He's got these perfect timings, and he only gets one in the round, but it's Plopsky who is the saving grace. What an insane performance from him. Trapped, wrapped around. He had no space over in ladder room, and he gets away with 2, and then even gets a 3rd. Metizport, a very decisive 8-4 half.
Bro's not even smiling. He knows the job's not done yet. You'll be happy with that performance, though, if you're Adam B. Little techie to kick things off, because it wouldn't be CCT without a tech pause. What's the buy looking like? Abdi with the util.
Do you think Abdi's calling here? Like, as in, not necessarily right now, but just kind of like in general.
Potentially. I imagine he's probably just saying to the guys like this strat that we've practiced. Like they'll have names to them, obviously, but like I imagine to a certain extent he's calling.
Wouldn't see why not.
Trunic's back.
Back in the server. I think this would be kind of insane if Metizport do win this series,
Well,
because
who are you looking
like,
to as
they
an
just
outlet
shouldn't.
here on the CT side for Team Space? Like, I'm looking at Danis.
Danist, yeah. Oh my god. Great minds think alike.
Alive.
Maybe let's get married.
Great minds think alive.
Alive. But like, I think Danis, like, on Dust 2, he was so good. I want to see him stepping up with the AWP. The issue is, can he even get an AWP out? Also, X5, we've seen in all the maps, but specifically on Dust 2, you know, flashes of genuine, pure brilliance. Can that once again be portrayed on the server?
Not sure. Let's see. I'm really interested in how this T side looks for Metizport. Their T side on Vertigo look really good, so I'm confident. And to be honest, on Dust 2, even though that map is T sided, that's where they were getting the majority of their rounds. So Abdi's now taking space under. Nilo's already in apps. Looks like they're going to bring the bomb forward on the mid to B, especially with that deep connector smoke. So Vert and X5 have got to be careful. And Abdi's just in the window. What a boy. This is done. Like, unless... Oh, I was going to say, unless X5 goes absolutely ham, which he hasn't, Abdi's now prevented the delay of the rotates coming over for a sec. Fozel's missed the ladder jump. This is chalked.
Yeah, no kit. Time's really going to be running down. I like these positions from Metizport as well. I love this double bench, and I love, you know, contact being taken short, one player in apartments. Danis, what? He reads into it! Nilo, he's got 2 HP. He's in a 1 versus 3. There's no time, though. That's one of the big issues. The bomb needs to get What? Nilo, what in God's name is that? Nilo with the 1 versus 3. That is... he's got 2 HP. You can't be doing that.
Excuse me, what? Nilo? No. I'm speechless. I am speechless. I thought when Danis gets these 2 kills, he's aware of bench. This round's all said and done. That shot is disgusting. And then the drive-by on the second Fozel goes to stick.
What?
That is absurd.
That is... Well, I mean, that's game over, I'd like to say. Oh, never mind. The Pistols are winning. So Team Space have actually chosen to force back into this round. Currently in a 3 versus 3. Molotovs being placed inaccurately. Both go to the exact same position. Nilo, can he continue that confidence from the previous? Yes, it appears. Adam B, alongside Jacquinho. This is a very fierce threesome to be going up against Vert and Fozel. But there's a good first start. Jacquinho from ramp, though, reveals as they're crossing, and they'll just snipe down both of them. Metizport, they cancel out the force buy.
That is... Yeah, GG. We're done. That is absolutely insane. I can't believe you fumbled the bag this badly if you're Team Space. You own on Dust 2. You punish it. Metizport never played it before. That's why they look a little bit shaky. You go into Vertigo. And it was that T side that was just horror. And now you've got not just had to be stepping up, but... I was going to say, you've got Nilo. Nice shots from Danist. And now you're going to need Adam B. That was a ridiculous couple of digs. And he could still walk into the stack. No way. This is not what happens here, surely.
Really?
Surely you don't get ecoed.
Again, you've got 2 players alive for Metizport. These are the 2 players I would want right now in this situation. That is their silver lining. And then Nilo gets timing. Adam B not in a position to give coverage. And the pistols, not even on the force buy. They retaliate with armor. Not even armor on some of the players. And Team Space. Oh no.
No way. That's the round that kickstarts your campaign back on the CT side, potentially. We said Danis needs to be the outlet, and he definitely was. Now he's got an AWP. That's a little poke and prod towards mid, doesn't see anything. Now you just wait. Just don't get caught. Oh, Abdi's D is creeping in closer. Missed shot. But the player underpass has been dealt with. Adam B will hit the immediate trade. And Vert will also step in and grab a kill. These players are low. Even in this 3-on-4. Never mind. This one is so over. Did you save this, or did you give this a go?
What, so they got 1900 loss bonus, right? So, if you are thinking of... I think... There's an eco next round? Because you save... If you die this round, it's going to be eco, and then you buy up with 2400 going into round 18. So, the only issue with saving is that you do kind of force the... again, repurchase.
Trudix on the round here.
Yeah, unless he somehow gets expected. I personally would never anticipate this, and yeah, Jaquinho even pulls out his knife, you know, bringing a knife to a gunfight, never optimal, and now I think Adam B, that there is a... You play with the idea of saving, and I think with 10 seconds, he's picked his poison. So he's going to have this hero AK in the next round. I don't think Metizport buy around this. I think if Jaquinho had saved, you do play with you do buy into it, or you at least think about it. But now you don't buy into it. You buy into the next, and Adam B either double saves the AK or is going to be on a Mac 10.
Or he wins the round for Metizport. You didn't think about option 3, Freddy.
What's option 3?
He wins the round for Metizport.
True.
Blood is going 27 for 8. Like, there's a real world in which you can make this happen. The thing is, if I'm Metizport, I just run, maybe even honestly out mid. Run mid. You let the rifle just bait you all. Try and scale, because when Abdi went underpass, he actually got really good room. They were able to get the trade proposal. Looks like they got a smoke ready to throw at window. Let's go.
Okay, Adam B. Yeah, he dropped the smoke to Plopsky, I think. So that's their one single bit of utility. Let's have it. Let's have an Adam B masterclass. Not like we've already had it so far. 27 and 8 is just insane. Imagine if that's not enough. Imagine if 1v3 on pistol round and then a 27 and 8 scoreline is not enough. But X5 doesn't really expose himself that much in short as well. So Adam B unable to actually acquire that opener. or the trade on Nilo rather, but that's a good first one. Okay, damage is the name of the game here, and they need to make sure they don't peek into him. Adam B, you know what? 2 kills.
No, what? Okay.
I think 2 kills is kind of fine for that situation.
I was surprised he even got the reload off, but Danists has wall banged him. And alright, Team Space, they're so back. Adam B's now on a Mac 10. I think you let Abdi maybe, yeah, give him a gun. Much better. See, this is... I love Abdi because he's making the correct decisions. And he's also just been pretty good. He was good on Vertigo. But he says to Adam B, no, sir. I will take the Mac 10 off your hands. This is my AK. I entrust it to you. Go forth. Fast play out middle. Again, looking to scale in towards short. Good smoke from the CTs will deny Adam B getting a little cheeky peek in. But I'm looking at the Danists. Here over at B. He is currently alone. I don't think Abdi's ever going to peek him. But it feels like we're going to go accelerate mid to B here if you're Metizport.
It does look like that, right? And your default smokes that are down, top con, window, does allow this. A player in ladder room. We saw Plopsky have great success here. Vert, similar. Adam B falls. Good trade from Jacquinho, but you mentioned about that open apartment. He cancelled out Abdi, but Abdi has given up his life for the information. Now, Metizport redirect themselves over towards the A bomb site, and they just win out the duels. 3 versus 2. Bomb almost denied. Jacquinho survives on 18 HP, and Plopsky, he's put the nail in the coffin there. Danist maybe had done enough over on B with just that 1 kill, but he forced them towards A, and his A defenders do not hold on. Metizport finally around after the pistol.
I thought that was a flash. You've just got to look at it, but it's not
Yeah.
smoke. Nice kill. And now Smoke's behind him. Oh, it doesn't matter. Plopsky, you can see over the top of it anyway. Plopsky is a beast in this round. He gets so many tricky kills that Metizport really needed him to find. And it just worked out right at the very end. But that is a really touch and go. There's a lot of spams in which Team Space could have gone the other way. Bomb being denied, that would have been a big one. But no. Plopsky prevails. Metizport find 11. 2 steps away from doing the... well, it felt like impossible when we went live. That is winning with your coach and a stand-in.
Yeah, no, there's... I mean, like, you're also winning with Abdi, but you've also got, Plopsky, who, look, isn't really... Yeah, you got Plopsky, who is very brand new to the squad. Sure, he's played Get Rio, and sure, he is probably familiar with the individuals, but there's only so much that you're going to be able to learn in that short amount of time, and he's only just been recently brought on, so Metizport just really showing their class here, actually.
And it's on the Ang. That's now back off. Move control's been very good from Metizport. Team Space have never really been fighting it. They've always been having a player in towards ladder. And that's it. No one's really swung window. No one's really gone, like, even for a blow on the smoke at connector. It all feels very samey. It feels like we're getting the exact same round with Abdi and Apps. He'll go toe-to-toe with Danis, but this time the molly is up here a little bit more. X5 gets the trade in ladder, and yeah, Danis gets the kill on Abdi. This is exactly the same round, except Danis has found another one onto Jacquinho.
Well, we said on the CT side for Team Space, who needs to step up? Danis, guess what he's done? He's stepped up. AWP has been singing. And Nilo, a 1 versus 4 ace it would be. He's already got 1 clutch. Oh, if Vert had whiffed his lines a little bit more, I would have believed. But Team Space, is that them also resetting the T side as well now?
Yeah, so pretty much there's now no money. So they're going to eco. Team Space will go up to 9, bar any just catastrophic failures. And they're not out of this yet. They really aren't. This round was deja vu, up until the variation was that Team Space hit their shots and got the kills.
That's one way to hit 30 frags. Bye bye, Trunic. Blasted out the server. Imagine if that actually propels him to win the round. Nilo's got Deagle armor as well. One frag onto the B anchor. B bomb site caving. Short player is very extended, so he's not really in a position that he can help. Metizport, they didn't realize, but if they go now, this is the best opportunity they have.
I don't know. Yes, but also no. Because X5 is a bit of a beast. Also, you've got really quick rotates here from Vert and Fozil. X5, okay, now he's brought back into the fold. He's already got the tag. There he is with Vert. And between the two of them, they absolutely clean house. It's literally like X5 giving all of Metizport like a suplex from the top rope.
A suplex from the top rope.
Could you imagine that? That'd be outrageous.
Did you see,
No.
Okay. In the UK, I see there was like a four-way tie of people 3 and 6. And it was just like memes all over Twitter of like, how are we going to side this? WWE.
I didn't actually say that. Even though I said no, I genuinely didn't.
Okay, well, Metizport.
What a move.
Are they just going to go straight B? Yeah.
I mean, I'd like them to. There's no one there.
And X5, or sorry, Vert, has rotated in. However, behind the smoke, X5 equally does, and Danis gives some support over in Market, and wow, they get completely shut down. Metizport, we said what a move this would be, because there was no one there actually on the B bomb site originally, but they all just fall apart, and Danis, he's on fire.
Well, we told you, Danist is the GOAT. If you need anyone to step up here for Team Space, it's Danist. And now he's arrived. Foza's on 17. It's that trifecta of people. It's that trifecta of players that we were all just talking about, right? So X5, Foza, Danist, they've all stepped up. These are the guys that we need to see here from Team Space. And now this is a complete blunder. Now for Metizport. They've got no money again. This is going to be a tied game. This was 10-4. I jokingly typed at 10-4. This is going overtime. And now it is.
Well, I don't even know it's going to go overtime. Adam B has almost a 3 KD in round 22. And we're potentially talking about losing the game, including a Nilo 1 versus 3. They were 10 and 4 up.
That was a ridiculous pistol. That should have been the straw that broke Team Space's back. And instead, they're just building off their success. They're riding the highs. And Adam B's donezo in this round. He's even taken an extra step in the molly to ensure that. Oh, the util,
man. And also just the smokes as well. Like, not giving Metizport any room to work with and just letting them walk into the crosshairs of Danis, but he overextends a little bit. Gets a little bit over eager up against the Deagles. Smells blood in the water. But Team Space, they're still going to hold on. They're still going to keep 4 players alive. They're still going to save the orb. Now it's 11-11. Last opportunity for Metizport if they want to do it in regulation.
Hayes has been crunching the numbers backstage, and he's just told me that Adam B has got 32 kills, which you can see. But if you add up all the entire other kills of Metizport on their team, they've also got 32, which is ridiculous. 42. 42, guys.
Nice maths.
It's fine. Adam B's on 32, the rest of the team's on 42.
South African education.
No, I read it wrong. That's my fault, not his.
Okay, English education then, I guess. It's English education. But look at this from Danis. Look how much space he's creating. And he's going to get ahead of... Oh, wait. That up shot... I was going to say, does it just give Metizport the speed up towards the A bomb site?
It should do.
But
they need to go now.
Yeah, but that also does just clear out the whole of B. So you can see that Team Space, they are anchoring down this part of the map. Abdi, maybe making the entrance for his team. There's a player tucked on the site.
No.
He's not going to get spotted. Nilo kills himself. What? How's that happen? It's a 2 versus 4. There's everybody here for Team Space, and they shot Metizport down.
How's that happen then? We need replays. Abdi has got all this space. He's literally walked through the entirety of the bomb site somehow, and he's in connector. Bomb planted, you got a flank on as well. This one is so over. And it's going to be Team Space getting up to series point. Like, there's no shot. There's no shot they lose this.
You'd think, I mean, Abdi and Jaquinho, not exactly the 2 players you'd maybe want in this situation.
Well, they're taking ages here.
Yeah, the bomb's ticking down a lot. It might force them to overextend. Abdi, if he can get this kill onto Vert, there's a possibility. But Vert survives on a minuscule HP, and Jaquinho gets caught off. He gets identified. Team Space, map and series point. No one anticipated this after it being a 10-4 lead for Metizport.
Oh, 24, baby. Timeout now for Metizport.
All the rounds.
And now, I'm telling you, you need to give it a little bit of the Team Space advice I was trying to kind of insinuate all the way through this series, which we never got, and that is just run at a bomb site. Send Abdi in first, get your trades on Adam B and Plopsky, and just put the bomb down. Because these afterplants do look shaky from Team Space. They really do. There's a real world here in which you can still force overtime here. It would not surprise me if they do.
Okay, final charge into the fray. Mid control being garnered by Metizport. You can see that Team Space, they're in prime opportunity to, as soon as these smokes fade, strike. And that's exactly what happened. Opening kill, Abdi found. Vert gives his team the 5 versus 4.
They've been quite dynamic in these mid-round plays as well. Like, this time they're actually contesting middle a lot more. Double connector could be a bit tricky here for Metizport to get by. And this spam is really nice because, I mean, you're not even ready for Trunic, but I was going to say you had Fozil on the close line. Adam B only goes 1 for 1, but Jaquinho is shooting back. But now he needs to be the only player to try and do it. First kill is his.
No way.
One player is still low, but no, can't get past Trunic. Team Space, from an unlikely situation, are able to close.
Team Space, they're your first team through to the quarterfinals. They win out